Welcome back, meteorologist Matt Condon joining us once again, and we are certainly weather aware this afternoon. When will that rain expect to hit East Tennessee?
Yeah, we already have some rain and storms moving into the area, and they're behaving themselves so far, hoping to keep it that way through the afternoon. There's a low threat for a stronger storm, could produce some large hail and some damaging wind gusts. For now, quiet. We do have some storms rolling through, but again, they're sub-severe at this hour. Most of the rain's actually along and south of I-40, moving in from the west. A few downpours near Loudoun and Philadelphia, also over towards Sweetwater. This will continue to push to the east, so Greenback will be up next for at least this batch of heavier rainfall. Steady rain through Fentress County and to Cumberland County as well, and we'll see rain coverage fill in into the afternoon. Our window is roughly now through around 6 p.m. for a stronger storm. This is a look at the gas tank or storm fuel. Notice how the greens are showing up across the Southern Valley Plateau. There's a bit more energy in this area, and I do think this is the area we end up watching through the afternoon. If a storm wants to strengthen up, it's likely to be across the plateau in the Southern Valley. That's also where we have the level 2 out of 5 severe risk. Again, damaging wind gusts would be the main concern. Hail size up to a quarter if a storm's able to get tall enough, and also some heavy rainfall. We picked up a lot of rain over the weekend with that line of storms that rolled in, and more rain's on the way for this afternoon. So not everyone will see a storm today, not everyone sees severe weather, but we'll still monitor the radar over the next couple of hours, again, focusing in across the plateau in areas south of I-40 through the afternoon into this evening. Then we get closer to sunset and things quiet right back down. Briefly, another round of storms is expected tomorrow. Tomorrow's severe threat is a bit more elevated and a bit more widespread. Level 2 out of 5 for most of the area. Once again, damaging wind gusts are the main concern, but there is a low but not zero tornado threat tomorrow. Also, the potential's there for some hail and locally heavy rainfall. So at this point, all modes of severe weather are possible, so just make sure you have ways to receive the watches and warnings, not just this afternoon, but also tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. Out the door should be generally quiet. A stray shower can't be completely ruled out. Close to midday, you'll probably notice some more sunshine. That'll be the atmosphere getting warmer. Mid-80s expected for highs tomorrow afternoon. Humidity levels will be on the rise. Into the afternoon, there is a chance we see a discrete cell or two try to develop late afternoon into the evening. Still some uncertainty if we actually see storms develop. But if we do, that could lead to a slightly more elevated hail, wind, and tornado threat because that storm would be by itself. I'm more confident, though, a line of storms rolls in tomorrow night. First on the plateau, primarily a damaging wind threat, but you can get an isolated tornado to form along that line. It's usually quick hitting and pretty brief. We'll watch it continue to push through the area tomorrow night. So in the valley, close to 11 and midnight, and then pushing east from there. So our window tomorrow is really from the afternoon into tomorrow night. I do think we start to see things settle down pretty quickly past midnight early on Wednesday morning. That'll be the cold front swinging through, and that's going to lead to some cooler conditions. For tomorrow, damaging wind gust and the threat for some flooding. Those are the main concerns. Again, more heavy rain, isolated spot of some flooding or two will be possible. Hail threat and tornado threat, low but not zero. So make sure you have ways to receive the watches and warnings should they be warranted this afternoon and once again tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. Tomorrow's threat is slightly more elevated than what we see for today. Highs will be in the 70s for Wednesday, then only in the 60s by Thursday. Friday morning will be quite chilly out the door. Everyone's down into the 40s, but temperatures will start to moderate into the weekend. We'll be right back after this